Welcome back to Hardball. 8 years ago, Democrats held 28 governorships across the country and Republicans 22. Well, now Democrats hold just 17, while Republicans occupy 33 governor's seats. Democrat Phil Murphy's trying to flip one of those states back to blue. Murphy's the current favorite for the Democratic nomination for governor of New Jersey. A primary takes place in June. He's also the front-runner in the race to succeed Trump ally Chris Christie in the general election this year. An election that is less than 9 months away right now. He's the former finance chair of the Democratic National Committee and the former ambassador to Germany. Phil Murphy joins me right now. So how will you be different than Chris Christie?
Well, I'm going to lead. The big issue in New Jersey is the economy. It's flat and profoundly unfair. So we've got to reignite the engines of growth and also make this economy fair again. We used to be Silicon Valley before there was a Silicon Valley. We used to have a huge infrastructure economy. We've lost a lot of that. We got to get back to growing again.
The first thing Christie did I didn't like is he opposed that tunnel into New York.
Huge mistake.
Why did he do it, and why would you do it if you're going to do it?
I think
because transportation's everything in Jersey.
I can't get inside of his head. It was a historic blunder. Public policy-wise, we'll pay 50, 75 years of price for that. I believe one of the ways you get New Jersey back on its feet is to take complete advantage of our God-given location, and there's nothing more important than our connection to New York City. Huge
I know.
mistake.
Well, let's talk about leadership. I worked in politics for years before I did this, and I have to tell you, fish rots from the head. That was with Mike Dukakis. I did not understand how a whole intergovernmental relations operation run by Bridget Kelly and some other people, I stepped in to the rest of them, could organize this whole campaign of punishment and reward, carrot and stick against all the Democratic mayors of Jersey without the governor they were working for across the little hallway there knowing about it. What do you think of that case?
I don't know. I think it's...
Do you think that a staff could go out and freelance such an operation without the governor knowing it?
I'm not smart enough to know, but my gut tells me that there was a culture that allowed folks to feel like they could do that. Would be my best guess. I'll leave it to the courts eventually to figure out who's innocent and who's guilty. But it's yet another black mark on the state. We used to be a state that America looked up to. AAA bond rated, progressive. We did things the right way. We've lost a lot of that.
You had a few problems over the years. Let's not be too clean. Let me ask you about something I care about, and Eddie Rendell cares about, the former governor, and Bloomberg cares about, and Schwarzenegger, which is infrastructure.
Yep.
Highways.
You bet.
How do Democrats, governors, if you get to be a governor this year, how do you get to work with Trump? Now, some on the left say, let Trump go down and fall. We're not going to help him. I personally believe there's things this guy can get done good for the country in the next. How do you work with him? How do you work with him and get stuff done?
Governor Rendell's a big, a dear friend and a big supporter. We talk about this a lot. It's the one area of the Trump agenda where I think realistically you can find some common ground. He talks a big game about infrastructure and reinvestment. I'd argue there's no state in the country that would benefit more from a refreshing and updating of the infrastructure than New Jersey.
Everywhere I've been in the world. Everywhere. They got a fast rail, 300 miles an hour. The cup of tea or coffee doesn't rattle.
Amen.
It's China, Japan, Switzerland, France, Germany, everywhere you go. How come we have Amtrak? Amtrak's okay. I feel good on there. I like the culture. But it's not fast.
Well, it's probably not as fast as it should be, but of all the problems we have in New Jersey right now, that's not even at the top of the list. We got to fix the tunnels. We got to get our ports back to where they can be and should be. Our roads are in disrepair.
So you're a real Democrat?
I'm a real Democrat,
Okay, good.
Chris.
Thank you.
Honored.
None of this hyphenated stuff. Anyway, thank you, Phil Murphy, Democrat running for governor of Jersey.